You just don't feel you. It's a very weird feeling that can only be explained if you go through it. Hi guys and welcome to GTR Fitness with me, Coach Gary. So this here is Merijn. Merijn had this channel studying aesthetics before. He's one of the best natural bodybuilders on YouTube. He is an entrepreneur and he's just overall a great guy. I'm watching him for years now since he pretty much started. I first saw him at Vitruvian's Physique's channel, Igor, who is also one of the best natural bodybuilders out there. Merijn to this point was natural and he had not taken any additional hormones to improve his physique or whatever. But yesterday, as of making this video, he came out and said that he is now on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. And he went to explain that throughout his life, his testosterone levels were always not the best overall, and having this fitness lifestyle, being on so many photo shoots, and fairly recently he had his first physique competition. He had to shred down so many times, which I've watched each and every time. And if you don't know guys, shredding or getting into a very low body fat percentage is very impactful on your hormones. Having in mind that he already had a not very high testosterone to begin with, doing all of those photo shoots and having to shred down below 8% of body fat is negatively impacting his overall health and hormone levels, which includes loss of any interest of intimacy. You don't really have any desire to do anything. You just feel like indifferent to that. You have a bad mood. You're very easily irritated. You feel like you don't have any energy to train or to do whatever. And from that, your mood goes down and all of those things. There's a lot of negative aspects to lower hormone levels. So he decided to better himself. He decided to make this life-altering decision to go on TRT. And it is life-altering because when you start taking additional testosterone from outside, your body is programmed to think that you now are getting your hormones from the outside. So it no longer needs to produce those hormones by its own. Your natural testosterone levels are going to be forever changed, and if you get off the TRT, you are going to have testosterone crash, so to speak. I mean, you're going to have your testosterone even lower. You're going to have massive health issues, and that is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's the base of your whole organism to be healthy, happy, and just to thrive, not to be miserable. And that could lead to a lot of other conditions and diseases that you don't want. He knew enough about his body to this point. He was training natural for 10 years. He knew how he felt, and he knew that his testosterone levels were not going to go any higher. Now, I could say that from a nutritional standpoint, if he eats a lot of eggs, at least that's how I fixed my hormones, because of the yolk and because eggs do contain hormones, have in mind that an egg is a full organism, has everything needed for that chicken to grow to a full chicken. Now a little bit about eggs, and this is a very short clip from a video of the channel Golden Era Bookworm, who is doing a lot of videos about old era bodybuilding, and here he talks about 36 eggs, that this is equal to the anabolic cycle. Of course, I did not eat 36, I eat 5 a day. But the point that he is making is very important about eggs, how eggs actually are very, very good and effective.
But there is more. There is more to the egg. Let's have a look. Now, if you're looking as scrawny as Arnold, you will want to have 36 eggs because it is basically like a dianabol cycle. Not only do you get no bad effects from the cholesterol, not only do you get a positive nitrogen balance, which is absolutely required for bodybuilding, but little do people know that eggs themselves contain a profile of androgenic substances, that is, steroids. they contain testosterone. They contain other androgens like DHEA and others I forget. They contain a whole panel of steroids. It's like going on a multi-cycle. Because although one egg contains a small amount, this amount is enough to allow the embryo to grow to a full to a full little chick, right? It allows the yolk basically allows the chick to develop inside and basically come out, right? That's what these androgenic steroids are for. They are for growth, right? It allows the animal to grow. Now, having 36 of these will obviously allow a human to grow. It is like being on a huge steroid cycle. Vince Gironda recommended that this cycle be performed only in a short period of time, just like a steroid cycle, for 6 to 8 weeks only, and then to drop your consumption of eggs to 1 or 2 a day. Now, not only do eggs contain all these androgenic compounds, but they also contain, obviously, a crap load of cholesterol. The cholesterol can be used by a bodybuilder. How? Because when you are training, let's say you're doing 20 rep squats followed by, you're doing a full body training program followed by deadlifts the next day and some major bench pressing on the same day. All compound exercises. All these compound exercises raise your growth hormone and testosterone naturally without extra consumption of foods. Now, in order for the body to actually create this testosterone from exercise, from the stimulus of exercise, it requires the building blocks. The building blocks, guess what, are cholesterol. So not only does egg give you an androgenic steroid-like cycle, but on top of that, it's got up to 7,000 milligrams of cholesterol. It's got a magic pool of building blocks that allows your own body to also produce more testosterone and more androgenic compounds. Hooray for eggs! Eggs are fantastic. It's a double shot. It's like having, several cycles going on at the same time. Therefore, Vince said it is excellent for muscle growth, and even more excellent and especially good for bodybuilders that have a muscle plateau. They can't grow anymore.
So if you eat a lot of eggs, you're going to assimilate those hormones, and because they're natural, they're instantly recognizable by your body, and that's going to benefit your hormone levels for building muscle and just in general. So when I also lost my period because of different diets, either keto, low carb, or high carb but low fat, the typical bodybuilding diet, in both cases my hormone levels were off balance and I lost my period. I wasn't even that lean, but it was the hormonal imbalance that the absence of dietary fats in one case did do, and the opposite case where the absence of dietary carbs. The thing that is crucial and to never forget is that each and every organism is different. So another woman can come here and tell me, no, I've been on keto for a few years and I'm fine. She must be fine, but I'm not fine. So yeah, I'm also a nutritional specialist and a fitness coach, and I also have years and years of experience with diets and training, and I freaking know what I'm talking about, and I took the time to know my own body and what is good for it, what is not. So when I researched how to be lean and at the same time have my hormones levels good the natural way without taking any pills, I discovered that eggs have this positive impact. And when I started to eat 5 eggs a day, my organism was completely back to normal, which is awesome. Now, for a guy like him, maybe 10 eggs will be sufficient, but we don't know that because we don't know his organism. So maybe that could impact him in a positive way and he will not need to go on TRT, but we just don't know that. So I can only speculate. I'm just saying that eggs are one natural way to try to boost your hormone levels to normal range so you can feel normal. Because I also felt all the things that he described that he felt with the bad mood, with the anxiousness, and you just don't feel yourself. You don't want to lift anything. You just don't feel like a human being, like a complete human being. You feel down and you feel depressed. You just don't feel you. It's a very weird feeling that can only be explained if you go through it. So I totally relate to everything that he said, And from the female perspective, to not have a cycle is extremely bad and dangerous for your overall health. So the male equivalent of what I was going through, he has went through a lot of times. I feel for him so much. But yeah, guys, so the point is that till the rest of his life, he has to take TRT. There's no other way around it. There's no stopping it anymore. You have to just keep going and keep going. And he took that decision, and for a few months now, he's no longer natural. And he did mention that some of his viewers saw that there's change in his physique. I also noticed that. I was like, wow, Merjin's shoulders are pretty wider now, and his shoulders just look more capped, and his overall muscles look like they have more definition, and just they look more cut out, more defined. Well, that's the testosterone speaking. Now, Igor with Train Physique also did a video about testosterone levels and how they can impact your physique. A lot of the times, guys that have lower testosterone look better than guys with higher testosterone. But each and every person is different. So testosterone, of course, is not the only factor for muscle growth. But in Merjin's case, when you have a deficiency and when you introduce testosterone to his organism, yes, he is going to have a boost in muscle building, and he is going to have that effect. So that is not an exact math. Body is not the exact math. Each and every person has different genetics as well, predisposure to everything, different potential to build muscle and overall health and all of those things. So each and every one of these factors will contribute to how you respond to different foods, how you respond to hormones presented from the outside, how you respond to whatever. He took a few months to test the therapy to see how he feels. He gathered more information, he learned more about how that is affecting his body, and now he knows that he is feeling better and he is gaining more muscle. And also the other aspect that he mentioned is that when you're training for so long and you don't see any more gains, it could be really depressing because you're putting into the work and you still look the same and you still look the same. So that of course could be a bit depressing. It's not a reason for you to take anything. It's not a valid reason. It just adds to the list of reasons that he can now be free to explore, so to speak. He can now build his physique a bit more than his natural potential. He is still in the natural range of testosterone, by the way, but he is in the higher realm. So what he has now, some guys do have naturally, but now he has it artificially. So he did not go over the board. He did not take as much as TRT that he could, is all under doctor supervision, but he decided to go a bit out of the middle so he can build more muscle and just feel better overall. And having a doctor that's gonna supervise all of this, that probably is going to only impact his health in a positive way. So he's not going to have a bad negative effects of this therapy. I don't think so. It is a therapy, and that doesn't mean that it's going to have perfect or only positive effects, but it might as well, in his case and for his body and his physique and his hormone levels, might as well could have only positive effects. And I just hope that that's the case. So I do think that Merijn did the correct choice for his health and his benefit, and more power to him. If you must do it when you're young, no matter when you have to do it, you just have to do it. And he's a smart guy, and I know that he's gonna be okay. So that is my take on and what I think as a fellow coach and female natural bodybuilder. I really love Merijn. I'm gonna keep watching him as always, and just can't wait for his next video and to be inspired by him as a young person that is succeeding and is doing everything on his own, and he's hustling and he's doing great and just giving great value to people. So thank you very much to Merijn for being honest and open and for giving a chance to all of us to see what he's going through. At the end of the day, he's the one that has to be responsible for his own health and body, and I do think that he took that responsibility and he applied it in the best way possible. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please share that video, rate, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to help me. Links down below to my OnlyFans for sex educational content each and every week, and physique updates, Patreon or Streamlabs for direct support. Till next time with me, Coach Gary G. And to you, Merijn, lots of love.